I hope everyone's having a nice day today. Hello! Higurashi is back and I'm really excited. Hi, man. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining. Wahoo! You're right. Wahoo! It's more Higurashi. Okay, before I start, is everything okay? Is everything dandy do? Is everything goody goody good good? Goody 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 gumdrops. I hope so. Okay, let's continue. No, don't do that. Let's continue. Load. Yes. I don't know what the tips do. Let's continue. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. That's good. I'm glad everything seems okay. Good. I'm glad. Okay. On to the. Hey, buddy. I look a little too easy on the morning of my day off. I was totally late. Today was the day Rina and Mian were going to show me around Hinamazawa. Hinamazawa. Rina and Mian were already waiting at the meeting place. Kei-chan, you're late. Sorry. The show I was watching last night was really interesting. Blame that. Oh, so that's your excuse for being late and keeping two girls waiting? Mi-chan, you just got here yourself. Oh, getting called out by Rina. Last night's episode of A Day in the Life of was interesting, wasn't it? She was just as guilty as me. Rina was carrying a pretty heavy-looking handbag. What is that? A cleaver. No, I don't know. Mian answered my unspoken question with a wink. That's right, Rina really did make a picnic. Rina made a picnic for everyone. Kei-chan, after you left, Rina pulled out all the stops. It's not like I forced her to do it. It was nothing, so don't worry about it, okay? Okay, I won't. I gotta drink some water, though. She's been like this since last night, you know? Can you take responsibility for this? Alright. I am a man, after all. I'll take responsibility. Huh? Responsibility? For what? For what? As we both turned around slowly to look at Rina, our gazes drifted downwards to the massive handbag she was carrying. It didn't seem logically feasible that it would be entirely filled with lunchboxes. Except this was Rina we were talking about here. About 2 kilos, I guess? When Rina was picking it up, I could see she was struggling a bit. I say 5. You're exaggerating! Kichi-kun is a boy after all. I thought he could probably eat a lot, so I made a lot, okay? Let's get going! Heave ho! Just from the way she was lifting it up, I couldn't believe the only things in there were lunchboxes. Correction, I say 5 kilos too. I'll help out, but all of it needs to be eaten. I won't forgive you if you make Rina sad, got it? The only thing I could do at the moment was exercise a bit to make myself hungrier. Water. Having finished with the pleasantries, we began our leisurely stroll, a carefree walk bathed in the gentle morning sunlight. I couldn't even imagine something so wholesome existing during my time in the city. These were the boonies after all. No slovenly desk jockeys trudging to work on the weekends out here. It was a really nice and It was a really nice place, peaceful and quiet. As sparsely populated as the village was, you could still run into people just by walking around. Ah, good day. Good day. Oh, you would be Mabera-kun, I believe. My two companions exchanged greetings with everybody we ran across. What? Wait. My two companions exchanged greetings with everybody we ran across. All of these passerby even knew my name. When did I become famous? We passed 3 people, and when all 3 of them knew me, I started to feel a bit paranoid. That's what happens when you live in like a small little area. People get to know you really fast, and it's like, no, this is creepy. It's all like gossipy and shit too. I don't like it. It's a bit sad to say. Everyone knows everyone since there are so few people here in Hinamazawa. So that means when an unfamiliar face walks by, they automatically assume it's that Mabera fellow who just moved here? Yeah, that's how it works. Out. It was a process of elimination you can only pull off in a place like this, but it was quite effective. From now on, I'd better make sure to maintain a good reputation. The day I'm discovered accidentally gawking at a dirty magazine in the bookstore, I can expect all the villagers labeling me as a lech by the next day. Hinamazawa is not to be trifled with. You can become a lech the next day without even having to do anything. Good morning! Good morning, Cody. I hope you're having a nice day today. Welcome, 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 welcome. Thank you for joining. Thank you, thank you. That's not the end of this nightmare. Of course I know them. The first person we met was old man Tekizo from the Makino bike shop. His hobbies are bonsai and playing the flute. Next we met the grocer's second son, Daisuke-kun. His hobby is sharpshooting, and he hopes to be an ace sniper in the future. And the person we just met was Mio-san, the nurse from the clinic. Her hobbies are birdwatching and photography. You know the names of everyone we passed by, and even their profiles? Seeing my surprise, Mia and Arena exchanged looks and burst into laughter. Well, yeah, we're not like the city where people hardly know their neighbors. Then let's try it out. You there, who am I? You're Kichi Mabera. You say some mean things, but you're actually a kind, shy person. It's been 3 weeks since you transferred here. Your hobby is taking afternoon naps. Lately, you switched over to wearing boxers, didn't you? That's enough! That's enough! But boxers? Enough of that! Apparently there is absolutely nothing you can keep hidden here. Hinamazawaza, was there always a za at the end of Hinamazawaza? Was there more? Have I just been pronouncing it wrong the entire time without realizing there's a za at the end of Hinamazawaza? Huh. Whoops. Was not a place to be trifled with. Sorry, everyone. This feels more like you guys are showing me off rather than showing me around. That's right. We're parading around like this after all. Don't you all think so too? That K-chan is fitting right in here in Hinamazawa. Nope, it's just Hinamazawa. I guess that was a typo. The population in Hinamazawa is shrinking. So the villagers become anybody who's new here. Welcome. Welcome, not becomes. They're not people animorphs. I thought about brushing it off with something to the effect of, "You're kidding me," but I held back. Had I ever greeted someone who just moved onto the city like this before? No, because you don't know many people from the city. Like, you can know a lot of people from the city if you are one of those people who knows everybody. But the city's a much harder place to get to know people and a lot colder, and that's fine because I do not like small towns. Thinking about that made me believe what they said wasn't a joke at all. We passed another person. Of course, we were called out to again the same way. Oh my, good day. It's wonderful seeing you getting along. This lady here is Fujishima-san. Good day. Oh my, Mabera-kun, how wonderful for you having a lovely girl on each arm. How are you? Getting used to life here? Instead of regurgitating a prepared response like I would have in the city, I responded with an apathetic nod. The old woman chuckled, voicing her appreciation of how energetic I was. Good. As I looked back over to Rina and Mion, they gave me a wink. So now then, about time to have lunch maybe? Maybe? Rina's brilliant smile signaled the approach of an event that both Mion and I were trying to forget. We both looked at each other. I'm a man, I'll do what I can, but it's just too much. There's never too much. It's fine. It's fine, Kei-chan. Leave it to this old man. Oh, Mion. Mion has never seemed as reliable as she does right now. I'd expect no less from the class representative. Rina, if we're going to eat, we might as well go somewhere with a good view. I don't know who said that. Ah, yes! Good idea, I agree! Rina nodded her head happily in response to Mion's proposal. Oh, it's Mion. So we're walking up some stairs. Getting some exercise in, are we? Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Yes, 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 we are. Cresting the top of a stone stairway, a shrine drawn straight out of the imagination appeared before us. It had worn down a bit through the years, but the fallen leaves had been swept up, giving it a tidy feeling. Hi, Hackaday! Welcome to the stream! Welcome, welcome, welcome! I'm sorry that you're feeling angry. I hope the rest of your day goes well, though. This here is the Farud Shrine. It's probably the place with the best view around. This place, be sure to remember it. On our next break, a festival will be held here. Ah, isn't it a bit too early in the season for a festival? The Watanagashi isn't a summer festival. Long ago, it used to be a celebration of the end of winter. Ah, celebration of the end of winter. It's becoming... Oh, I think it might snow today. It looks like snow. It does look like snow. Oh, goodness gracious. Ah, okay. I was embarrassed for assuming that festivals had to be held in the summer. We don't do anything winter in our city that I know of. Nothing that my friends have told me yet. I don't know. I think... Yeah, I don't think there's anything that we do in the winter. There's a bunch of summer stuff to fall things. Like, I think fall is the cutoff point and when stuff stops for, like, group activities or something. When it comes to events. Now then, spread out the lunch boxes and there. Various colored lunch boxes were placed one after the other on top of the plastic sheet. It sure did smell delicious. It was Rina's home cooking. It went without saying that it would be delicious. But is it even possible to finish all of this? Hey, Mion! It'll take more than just a good view to get this all down, you know? Oh, it's Rika. Good afternoon. It was Rika-chan and Satoko. Why are they here? Mion grinned over at me. I see. This was her secret plan, to power in numbers! You have my thanks, Mion. Following up when all the pieces are in place is my specialty. We just had to come since there was such a commotion. What is the meaning of this? Take a look. It's time for lunch. Buffet style. A handmade gourmet meal by Rina. You're just tired? That's understandable. It's tiresome. Tiresome day. I can see that much. Why have you laid out a tarp on our property? The temple is public grounds. It's not yours. Kichi is right. This is everyone's property. Wow, Rika-chan is such a good girl. Have a seat. Eat with us. After opening up a spot for Rika-chan, I promptly turned my back to Satoko. Aw, poor Satoko. Hold on a second! Where's my spot? No spot for you and nothing for you to eat. Oh. Don't worry, there's some for you too. None! I'll eat all of hers! I will not allow that! Rika! Here, chopsticks. Both Satoko and I leapt at the boxes, having it out with each other. Man, really, Kei-chan, you're really good at leading people on. You might have a talent for this. Why is it always eating? Stop eating. I want more than just eating food, because I haven't eaten. I'm just drinking water. Man, really, Kei-chan, you're really good at leading people on. You might have a talent for this. Have a plate, one for me-chan and Rika-chan too. Rina whipped out pairs of chopsticks and paper plates. Delicious. If we don't hurry, it'll all be eaten up. That's right, okay. Shall we commence this battle? Please eat a lot. There's enough for everyone, Rina said as she opened up a thermos. Excuse me. Just then, I realized that the lunch was made under the assumption that 5 people, would be eating. It didn't change how much there was, but the implication behind it was very different. I will not allow you to have this hamburger! Herk! Using your elbow is against the rules, Satoko! Grabbing the back of my collar is also against the rules! It was a little tough battle. Blocking with her full momentum and an elbow in the opening moves, Satoko appeared to have the upper hand, but the difference in our proficiency with chopsticks proved to be the fatal and gave me the upper hand. Ah, the last meatball! Satoko Hojo has been bested! Nom! Nom. Satoko and I amiably began choking at the same time, falling backwards and spasming. Oh, nice. Rika-chan patted me on the head to clear it, even though it was actually stuck in my throat. Oh, Rika-chan. Seeing that made Rina blush and breathe heavily in excitement. It was almost like flowers were floating all around her. Mion advised Rina to refrain from saying anything that could get her locked up. This is how our meals usually go. I'd do anything in my power, just so things could stay like this. Oh. Just so things could stay like this. The intense battle calmed. Would it be bad to eat pasta for breakfast? I have pasta in the fridge that I could eat. I'm very hungry. I think I want to eat pasta while reading this story. I can make it in the microwave. Hold on. Nice spot! Hi, Kira Calvin. Welcome to the game. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining. Thank you. I hope you're having a nice day. Yeah. Wrong game. The intense battle calmed, and finally everyone reached a point where they could begin talking. Receiving tea from the thermos, I let out a small sigh. I do wonder why there are so few words in Japanese to praise how something tastes. Isn't it because the idea of togetherness during a meal might begin until the modern era? It seems that, long ago, people ate in silence. It must have made the people preparing the food a bit sad, don't you think? It's probably because back then the people were busy even while eating and didn't have the time to compliment the flavor. That's just you. But you know, just hearing that it's good makes me happy. That my effort was worth it, I mean. Your effort is always worth it, Rina-chan. She blushed a little as she said that. Maybe I should wait till 11 at least for noodles. It was delicious. It was delicious. The absolutely perfect timing. Rika-chan struck Rina directly with praise. Oh, nice. That sounds fun. After Rina uttered an unintelligible noise, a ring of smoke rose from her head with an audible poof. Nice. How? Rika-chan, I'm gonna take you home. No, I mean, thank you. It was really delicious. Rina flushed red with excitement, embracing Rika-chan and rubbing her cheek against her so hard you could almost hear it. To reward Rika-chan for her praise, ta-da! These are special. 2 apple rabbits. After sticking toothpicks into them, she thrust them toward Rika-chan. Apple rabbits. After Rika-chan accepted them, the mood suddenly shifted in a bizarre way. What is it, Satoko? What's with the defiant look? Has everyone prepared proper praise to receive apples from Rina-san? Don't push yourself. What kind of praise can you think up with your weak vocab? Ho ho ho, well then, allow me to show you. After Satoko flashed Mion and me a defiant look, she changed the tone of her voice suddenly. Hey, so Rina Oni-chan's lunch? Satoko thought it was yummy too. Satoko looked up at her poutedly while looking cutesy. What? How was that praise? That's not even persuasion by tears. That's persuasion by cuteness, isn't it? This is a Rina limited special skill. She blushed and her head spun, waving around in circles. Don't fall for it, Rina. How? Of course that was asking for the impossible. Rina glomped Satoko and began rubbing her cheek against her. Cute! Satoko is so cute! Take you home, how? Swish. Stab! Push! Satoko was also presented with apple rabbits. After stuffing them in her mouth, she looked over at Mion and me again with that defiant gaze. It took only 5 seconds to take out Rina. That's unfair! To think she had such a trick. If it upsets you so much, why not reward Rina-san with some praise? Ho ho ho! That's right. Damn it! That was a dirty trick. First of all, that wasn't even praise. Satoko, you think you've won with that, don't you? How about I show you guys something much better than your superficial gimmicks? That sounds great, Mion! What kind of trick is it? Kei-chan is going to be the one who does it. What? Oh ho ho! Why don't I have you show me then? The writhing of an old maid! What? The plan of attack she suggested was wicked, but it was the only thing we had to beat Satoko. After sipping my tea, I started talking very naturally and calmly. Perfectly. It really is good, isn't it? This is all freshly made, right? No. Actually, almost all of it was frozen stuff. Then which ones did you make fresh? Well, it's embarrassing. Do I really have to say, must I? From the synergy of boy plus handmade lunchbox and her expression had melted into euphoria. I already know. This one, right? Ritya turned an even deeper shade of red. The words, I can't believe it, practically written on her face. How could you tell? How? Oh, that I made it! Of course, Mion had told me beforehand. It's been perfect so far. After acting like I was shy, I waited a beat. Next would be the finisher. It had your smell. Silence enveloped the area. Rina, face still completely red, froze solid. With a small yelp, Satoko also blushed. Of course, I did too. I sure would like to try one of Rina's handmade apple rabbits or something. Even if this was all because I was competing against Satoko, it felt like I had crossed the line by a good 9 yards, I think. Then, at that moment... Hi, Judge! Welcome to the stream! Welcome. Thank you for joining. Thank you. I hope you're having a nice day today. Bush! It was a Tupperware container filled with rabbits! Please eat some, Kichi-kun! There's plenty for you! Instantly dozens of apples were shoved into my mouth, knocking me over. Okay, so say, Kichi-kun! My head was forcibly laid upon her lap, and even more apples were shoved into my mouth. While she was squealing, one apple after another was forced into my mouth. More and more apples! How about them apples, Satoko? Looks like we win. Yeah? Was that how you actually pronounced it? To be honest, I haven't touched it. And now that you mentioned it, I probably won't touch it. I will probably touch it maybe sometime today, but now that I said it, I probably won't because that usually happens. So, maybe. I don't know if it will happen today. Kei-chan, that was beautiful sacrifice. How's that? Satoko, this is our complete victory, isn't it? I can't believe it. Such trickery! Doesn't bother me at all. Satoko ground her teeth, mortified. We did it! I claimed victory as my consciousness drifted slowly away from me. At that time, Rina stopped her squealing as she suddenly realized something. Rika-chan, you're not eating it? Rika-chan, you're not eating it? Did the salt water make it too strong, maybe? Looking over, Rika-chan had pulled the toothpick out of the apple rabbit, placed it into her cupped hands, and seemed to be at a loss for what to do. What to do? Poor Mr. Rabbit, I feel sorry for him. I want to save him. Pwee! That was the sound of blood splurting from Rina's nose. Q. Tonight I will take you home. She shook sporadically, her head wobbling back and forth. Then, coming back to her senses, she took all of the apples around me, gathered them up with a flip, and fixed them back up on a plate. Now, they're all just fine, Kay? Here, I'll give them to you, Rika-chan. Kay? Rika-chan raised up Satoko's hand like a referee after having that plate of rabbits shoved to her. She whispered, "This is our victory." What? A comeback? Hi, I just don't care anymore. Thus, my sacrifice ended up being in vain. It was a fun-filled, crazy day, but as soon as the sun began to set, the end of the day really did come quickly. Later, Rina and Kei-chan, see you tomorrow. Thanks for today, Mian. I had a great time. Yay. See you tomorrow. Satoko and Rika-chan went home as well. We parted ways with Mian, and it ended with just Rina and myself enjoying the evening air on our way home. Thanks for coming today, Keiichi-kun. Was it fun? Yeah, lots of fun. Almost feels like a waste to go home now. Man, that's how I felt when I went to the cabin and then had to come home. Then, well, would you mind taking a little detour? Maybe? A detour? Is it far? It's a bit of a walk, but it won't take long. Since we had been walking around all day, I must have seemed a bit tired. Not feeling like teasing Rina, I quietly nodded. Gotta get some more water. I really think it's going to snow today. I'm pretty sure it's gonna snow. Oh, we went for a walk. Traversing a small path and up a small hill, the land suddenly stretched out before us. There, what looked like the remains of a dilapidated construction site came into view. A large heap of garbage spread out towards the swamp. Probably illegal dumping, I recalled it being the newspaper. Illegal dumping. Don't dump in the swamp. Don't do it. Oofu, oofu, oofu. It's been quite a while. I wonder what's here. When you say it's been a while, you mean the business you had here was with this garbage pile? It's not garbage. To me, it's a pile of treasure. Rina had already entered that well-known cute mode of hers. So that meant there was something cute here. Whoa, a new pile. I can't wait. She bounded up the unstable slope. I'd expect no less from a born and bred country girl. Hey, wait, I'm coming. Whoa-ho-ho. My city-raised self was completely pitiful. Haha. It's alright. Just stay right there, Kechi-kun. It won't take long. I wonder if I can remember how to do that stuff. They're at a dump because they're looking for stuff. Well, Rina's looking for stuff. Rina's gonna find something incredible. Rina kindly declined my accompaniment. Don't fall! Watch your step! I'm fine. This is nothing at all. Oh, you were yelling at Rina like you needed to yell at Rina about that. Literally bounding up the heap of trash, Rina disappeared over the other side. I didn't like being left behind, but I was still pretty tired from the whole day, so I just ended up waiting. Without the lively Rina around, the surrounding area quickly fell into silence. The cry of the Higurashi gently cooled the air. Fairly exhausted, I began to feel a little sleepy. Just then, the sudden noise of scattering pebbles alerted me to somebody's presence. Startled, I turned around. Yo, it's Muscle Man! The fuck? Standing there was a typical-looking photographer. He spied over at me through the camera. Why is he so muscly? His body was tanned and fit, but something about him seemed unreliable, and he had a bit of an aloof air about him. Well, it didn't seem like he was a bad guy in any case. You're in the anime, you're not that fit! Whoa! You surprised me! Although startled when I turned around, he overplayed his reaction. That was my line. I'm the one who's surprised here. My bad. I didn't mean to startle you. Are you from Hinamazawa? I gathered that he wasn't from from question. Unfazed by my suspicious outlook, he introduced himself without my prompting. I'm Tomitake, freelance photographer. I come to Hinamazawa from time to time. I didn't ask you who you were. Quite rude to photograph someone without consent, one would think. My bad. I mainly photograph wild birds. Kichi-kun's a wild bird in his eyes. They can't refuse, you see. Ah ha 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 ha. So what, you're saying I'm the same as the birds? No, well, you see, that image of a young man in the twilight was just a picturesque. I apologize for trying to take your picture without asking. Adults are pretty slick. All that annoyance I felt for being startled just flew away as he buttered me up. I had no intention of hanging around with this guy trying to get cozy with me, except it didn't seem like Rina would be back soon. But this older guy, Tomitake-san, he didn't mind my cautious responses and continued rambling on by himself. Kichi-kun, sorry to keep you waiting. I'm finished now. Rina popped her head out from one of the lower piles of garbage and waved her hand. You have someone with you? You have someone with you? What would she be doing over there? That's what I wanted to know. Dunno. Maybe she's checking on that dismembered corpse I was out here long ago. Tomitake-san looked shaken up by that for a moment. Uh-oh. I responded like I would if I were talking with Rina and the others. It was quite a disturbing incident. They still haven't found one of the arms. Oh. Ha! Kechi-kun, sorry to keep you. You were waiting a while, I guess. I'd best leave you two lovebirds alone. Again, my apologies for startling you, Kechi-kun. Goodbye, muscular man, Tomitake-san. Oh, Tomitake-san chortled suggestively, then disappeared into the twilight. Missing my chance to retort put me off a bit. Kechi-kun, are you angry? Why, I wonder. It wasn't Rena's fault, so I decided to just brush it off for now. Tee hee hee. How was it? Find a treasure trove? Oh, yes, so listen. You see, there was a Colonel Sanders doll. A Colonel Sanders doll? Like KFC chicken? Oh, that thing. Those statues they always have out in front of that fried chicken place. That life-size. It is! It is! Yes, Colonel Sanders. It's KFC! It's KFC chicken! How cute! I want to take it home! I couldn't tell how she decides what cute or not, but, well, she seems to want it. It's garbage, right? No one would care if you just take it home, right? It's become the base of another pile. I can't dig it out easily. There's no lamppost over there, so it'll get dark pretty soon. Rena seemed quite down about finding a treasure and not being able to bring it back. I'll help you out, to repay you for that delicious picnic you prepared today. How? Thank you. Birds heading home to roost proclaimed that nightfall would soon be upon us. Kichi-kun is going to help. I can take Colonel Sanders home. How? Rena staggered along as if intoxicated in her dreamy state of mind. I tried asking her in a way that wouldn't take her out of her cheery state. Hey Rena, long ago did something happen here? Seems like they were building a dam here. I don't know the details though. How? Just wondering if you knew about, accident or something. I don't know. Her tone was disturbingly frank. It sounded more like a denial than an answer. I must have appeared rather dumbstruck. Rena quickly lightened her expression. Actually, I didn't live here until a year ago. Huh? You transferred here too? I was sure that. So you see, I don't really know much from before that. Sorry. Don't really know. Don't want to talk about it. That was the kind of feeling she gave me. Thinking about it, of course it would be like that. This wasn't the type of thing girls would enjoy talking about. It was quite a disturbing incident. It seems they haven't been able to find one of the arms. If it's just like Tomitake-san said, then I had a feeling only the Higurashi would know. When they cry. Oh. What an exciting day. Finding Colonel Sanders' doll, eating a picnic, fighting. You ever seen new tips? The Mabera Mansion, the dam site murder. Oh, okay. Few new tips. Newspaper. Wait, we can read the newspaper edition? Oh my god, we can! Okay, let's read it. From the June something 1979 edition. The Shishibone City Okinomiya Police Station, June XX, late at night. Suspects were arrested on suspicion of murder and improper disposal of a corpse. The main offender has been added to wanted lists nationwide. According to our sources, the 6 suspects were at the Hinamazawa Dam construction site workroom at 9 p.m., where they are suspected to have assaulted and murdered the site overseer as a group, dismembering his body and hiding it. At 8 o'clock in the morning, a report was filed by the Shishibone City Hospital in which a male suspect alluded to having murdered Mr. When questioned at the police station, the individual confessed to the crime. Since a portion of the body was recovered at the location he was arrested that afternoon on suspicion of murder and manipulation of a corpse. The rest of the suspects were arrested the same day, but the main culprit is still at large. Police are currently on his trail. The motive is purported to be a drunken verbal dispute during which he killed the victim in a fit of anger. However, as there are multiple inconsistencies with their testimonies, the investigation is ongoing. Huh. Interesting. We read the newspaper, everyone. Good on us. Let's save. Should I keep going or save it? Because I don't know how long chapter 1 is. I don't know how many things are in chapter 1, to be honest. But this is the end of that day, and I saved, and I'm gonna go and eat something, and then go off. I'm gonna go and eat something, and then go off and do some errands and stuff that I need to do. As in, I need to drive. Okay, so my car situation. So, mine's paid off! My overcharge paid off, which I'm very thankful for, which I'm happy about, and I'm very happy. Come on, I have a face. You can see me. There we go. I'm very happy for. So, the overcharge paid off. Everything's good. That's good. Yeah. So, my car, the hood of my car. The only thing I need to do is figure out okay. So the hood of my car, I just need to push it down, and then I need to drive, I think 40 miles per hour is the highest I can drive without the hood at risk, like, popping up. So I can drive around the city, so I can do errands around the city. I just can't take the highway or travel far places. So I just need to hold off until December, and then I'm going to be opening commissions again. But they're going to be different commissions this time. They're going to be not full body, but I'm thinking about half body, but I don't know. I'm thinking. So thank you everyone. Thank you everyone for joining me. And hopefully I get the PS4 working. I fucking hope. I really want to do that. But I'm gonna go off and do some important things first. But first I'm gonna eat lunch. Lunch is important. I hope everyone has a nice lunch, dinner, whatever time you're watching this. Thank you everyone for joining me, and I hope everyone enjoyed this Higurashi moment. Thank you. I'm gonna be playing more Higurashi at 3 p.m. tomorrow. Because tomorrow's Saturday, right? Because today's Friday. Is today Friday? I think today's Friday. So yeah. So Saturday, 3 p.m. more Higurashi. Thank you everyone for joining me. I appreciate it so much. I hope everyone has a nice rest of their day, and I will be back at 8 p.m. Hopefully I can get the PS4 working so I can play a PS4 game. But who knows? I'll figure it out. Maybe I don't know. Figuring it out someday. Oh, come on. I have a face. Maybe I don't have a face. Oh, look, it's back. Thank you everyone for joining me. I hope everyone has a nice rest of their day. And good evening and good night and whatever time. Good morning. Ha ha!